So today I wanted to share the fact that I'm not always feeling joyful. It's not something that naturally comes to us, actually. I think that, we're always seeking it out. We're seeking out joy and happiness and self-love and all these things. And it's sometimes not about searching for it. It's about coming back to it. We were born joyful. We were born worthy. We were born loving ourselves. And then, through different influences and experiences and society and all the things that affect us, they embed themselves in us and ingrain themselves in us. And we sort of lose that joy, or we struggle to find that joy that we had when we were younger. I know that for me, it was really hard for me to seek out joy, and I used to search for it in ways that weren't healthy for me. I've spoken before about, being clinically depressed. I was on antidepressants for a while. And I was always searching for outside external validation, things outside of me that were going to make me happy. Things that I thought that I could achieve. And then in having that thing, I'd go, right, that's when I'm going to be happy. I'll be happy when, finishing this sentence. I'll be happy when I have that relationship. I'll be happy when I've got that career. I'll be happy when I've got all these things. I'll be happy when, how many times have we said this? I know I've said this a lot myself, but it doesn't work that way. Happiness doesn't work that way. It's not something, and it's not something you can get. You can't have it all the time. That's not how this sort of happiness and joyfulness work. We're not built to be joyful all the time. And I know that sounds crazy, but we're not. We are human beings, and we are here to experience the whole spectrum of emotions that we have in us, even the so-called negative ones. And I never like to label emotions positive or negative, because they're just emotions. They're emotions that we're feeling. And emotions are energy in motion. Emotions. And they are a physical reaction to something that is happening in our lives. So when anger comes up or frustration comes up or anything, it can be a very visceral, physical feeling. And we need to learn to express that, and we need to learn to get that out of us. And when we learn how to do that, and we learn emotional resilience and how to approach our emotions in a positive way, then, it's a great thing. So now when I feel negative emotions, I go with it and I go, okay, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now. That doesn't mean that's how I'm going to feel forever. That's certainly not how I'm going to feel forever. Because emotions they ebb and flow, with life. We go up, we go down, we find joyful moments in the day. And there are always joyful moments in the day. And when we go within and we just start to seek out those joyful moments, they do happen. They do happen more than we think. And when we start to recognize that, even in the worst times, there can be wonderful things happening too, alongside it. There's so much nuance to this. And we can contradict our emotions as well. It's okay to feel like you're struggling, but actually okay with it. It's okay to feel frustrated, yet loving. It's okay to feel different things at once. We are multidimensional. We are multidimensional humans, and we can feel all the things because that's what we're here for. And it can be really overwhelming. And I know from past experiences when I've been through, tough times, I've definitely tried to push it away. You know, being the people pleaser, being the yes person, just being like, yeah, whatever, I'm fine. But actually when I'm alone, I'm really, really not fine. And it took me a while, to be quite a few years, to realize that actually that's where my power is. That's where my power is. When I actually look at myself and went inwards and looked within, I was like, I have good stuff in my life. I have good stuff. And the more I began to notice gradually over time the good things that were happening, the more I noticed the good stuff. But that doesn't mean I don't have bad days. That doesn't mean that I have days where I just think, I just want to stay in bed today. I don't want to get out of bed. But it's how I respond to the bad days that counts. You know, I don't write them off completely. You know, if I spend a day watching Netflix all day, I try not to feel the guilt about doing that. It's a work in progress, but I try not to, because I know that I'm going to come out of that phase at some point and I will find the joy again. And I just think that, you know, especially at this time, you know, where we are bombarded with so many things and, you know, there's so much going on. It's busy. You know, just take a step back. Just take a step back and just think of 5 things. 5 things you're joyful for right now, or 5 things that you are grateful for right now, and do that every day. And if you keep doing that day after day, you will gradually shift into a more positive mindset. Thank you.